Yo, so I was gonna wait once again, but I saw that you were waiting, so I don't want you to be waiting for the black screen. I'm gonna do my whole top-down analysis and everything. Like I said, I normally don't like to do it on the live streams, but if you're waiting, I'll get it done. And I'll do it with you. Also, too, I want to ask you, especially, I want your opinion. Do you like this setup better, A, or do you like B better? So A or B? Let me know. A makes this screen bigger, so you can like see more. And B, um, I just have you can't clearly see the top ones. Let me know. Let me know. This is A. This is B. A. This is B. Okay, I'll leave it on A. Okay, let me do my whole analysis now. Let me know. Let me know. Okay, let me see here. I need to get the higher time frames. B. Peter. Let's see. Okay, got it. So you want the main screen. I like it. All right. This is the one you're talking about, I assume, yes. I love that you're the one that's in here, Peter. You've excelled so fast. I hope too that like I'm not sounding rude or um mean when I'm replying to your plays and stuff. Like you just understand that I'm trying to help. Thank you for going through the course also. If you have any questions to you ask me. So like what I noticed that you weren't doing is higher time frame like 15-minute. It's real easy to spot. I'm a lot more lenient with these zones. So like let me give you this example here. We'll go over it together. I see the sweep happen. All good, awesome. And here's a sweep, swing low to swing high. The sweep doesn't need to be pretty, but a sweep is happening, and that's all I care about. So I'll make the zone brighter so you can see it here. Video red. What gives me more confluence to keep the zone up is that we have been respecting it. And this is not a trade I would take, but a trade I would leave up. So like maybe if I found a zone right here, I would know to not take that zone. So let me finish marking up the rest of the higher time frame. And I like to go for zones that have the tap. So as you can see here, instead of going for like this smaller zone, let me make it bright red also. So instead of going for the smaller zone, I want to get this tap. So I want to go for the bigger zone right here. And then I don't like taking first flips. So if I even were to consider taking this, I wouldn't because it's the first flip. Okay, so we have our zones to the downside, to the upside. Do I see anything else here? Yes, I see a zone here. Let's see where 50% is at. Let me turn off my Discord also. Okay. I more likely might get rid of this, but let's just be smart about this. And let's add a dash line so I can use this to gauge where the higher time frame line is at. So it's just a dash line. Okay, let's put that there. And let's put another dash line below. Okay, so then I can get rid of this. And I understand. Let's see, like we're already reacting to it. We're coming down. Okay, let's see if we can get one that's above. I doubt we're going to come up here, but I'll mark it out. Okay. Let's see what else. Anything to the downside? Do I see anything here? Let me check the 1 hour. There is a zone, but let's see here. Oh, so we're respecting the 1 hour zone right here. But here's a 15-minute one. Gonna be smart about this, and I'm just gonna put the higher time frame lines instead of leaving the zone up. I'm not gonna put too much emphasis on this 1 hour zone, because the 15 zone is enough for me. But I'll put the lines there just so I have an idea. And this might look like a lot right now, but when we go to the 5 second, we're more likely they're not gonna bother us. And I'll adjust it more the more we do. So just bear with me. So let's do that initial balance. So 8:30, where are we at? To 9:30. Oh, I have to go to the 5-second time frame here. Okay. So 8:30 is okay, and then I'll adjust it on the lower time frame. The spot we're at in the market, I just don't like it. So today might be a terrible day, but we can hope for the best. Dude, where's 9:30 at? Oh, it's right here. Okay. And then make sure I'm not missing anything here. Let me get that highest and lowest sweep real quick. The lowest is normally on initial balance. So you can see it right here. I'll mark it out. I'll make it bright green so you can see it. Let me make this bright green. Hold on. Where's my thing at? Just don't see it. Am I missing it? Let me see. Oh, there it is. Okay. Bright green. This is a what? 15-minute zone. Let's make this higher time frame. Okay. So we're already reacting to that 15-minute zone that I marked above. Here's 50%. And then here's that take profit for that 15-minute zone. 50% take profit. Okay, so I need to get the highest. Don't really see any right now. What about to the left side? Yeah, I don't really see nothing. Okay. We don't really have a high sweep, which is really, 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 really rare. So I'm just gonna mark out this zone right here. I'll make it bright red. Normally we'll have that top of the range on the initial balance of the upside, but we don't have that. And then my last thing it needs to do is London. And then we're good to go. It might look a bit exhausting right now and a little too much, but going over everything, you should be able to understand it. 3 to 8. I'll go over it in a second too. Okay, so there's the lowest for 3 o'clock. What a coincidence. It's on that 15-minute zone. It's pretty cool. And then 8 o'clock is up here. Okay. All right, so when we get the spread from this orange to these blue lines, the orange lines right here, the initial balance lines. Wait, my bad, right here, initial balance, and then the London, the blue lines. When we get it super separated, it's an indication that volatility might be too much today. And when they're really close together, those are really normally good days. Okay, so let me tell you what I'm looking at now, so this doesn't look super crazy to you. To the upside, we have a 15-minute zone. This is the bottom of that 15-minute zone. This is a 50% of that 15-minute zone. And above, we have another high time frame zone. It's 15-minute. But this zone right here is sitting right on it. So if we come down, I'm expecting us to come down around this area just so we can mitigate the 15-minute zone, the big zone right here. I want us to come down, mitigate the area, and then move back up. I can look for a bullish play onto the upside, hopefully breaking this range. And then I'll be aware of the reaction to this higher time frame 15-minute zone again. And then to the downside, we see this dashed line here. This is a 1 hour zone. It's a real big zone. So we're not going to worry about it till we get there. Just leave that alone. Right now, I've noticed that we've broken initial balance. We have a lot of strength to the upside. We have a lot of bullish insight. Look at this huge candle that jumps to the upside also. I'm real bullish right now. So I want to look for a bullish play. I am afraid to find a bullish play in the spot we're at right now. Mostly because we've been rejecting this resistance. We're at 50% right now. So I'm really interested in something bearish right now. So let's just be patient. Let's wait. It's a lot more fun backtesting this because you can just skip to a play and then take a play. But the whole point of backtesting is to understand your foundation. So when you are ready to sit and wait, you know exactly what you're looking for. You're looking for that A+++ setup. Then after you get good at that, you can add a lot of size per play because you've already got so good at it. So I see a bullish setup right now. I'm not going to take it because I have so many indications that we're going to come back down. Suraj, what? Suraj, are you streaming? Yes, I'll be streaming this afternoon also. And no problem. I'll see you later too. I'll be here yapping in the afternoon. And thank you for asking. So this bullish play right here, this green zone that I have marked out, if I wanted to take this, I would want a break of this range right here. So we know how we're struggling here. I would want us to break. I would want a 1 minute candle close above it. Give me some indication that we're still pretty bullish. Then I would be interested in taking the play. Currently, I'm not, but I am ready for it. Let's get this 1 minute zoomed in here. And the 15 minute, a little bit more. Okay. Oh, this is a 1 hour. There he goes. And let me know if you have any questions, Peter. Would love to help you. But I assume you got everything so far. Sorry, I'm going to send something to somebody real quick. Got it. Awesome. Thank you for telling me you got it. Let me see. Peter, it seems like you have a 9 to 5. I was just curious because I see you send your back test pretty early. And I don't know if you're Central or Eastern time. Um, so like I'm just assuming you're back testing before work. It's pretty badass. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's so cool. I wonder what time it is for you right now. I'm from Texas. That's so awesome. I love to like trade late day. That's so cool because like you already had your day, you could work out, you can eat and everything. That's so awesome. Because right now it's 9:40 a.m. for me. You'll definitely be profitable, especially since your mind will be way more clear around the time you trade. Dude, that's so cool. That is so cool. I assume that you weren't profitable before and you're struggling, or are you like absolutely brand new to all this? Or we just like didn't have a strategy to fully focus on? I really want a 1 minute close out of this red zone so we can continue bullish. Then I can keep looking for bullish plays. I changed the colors of my 1 minute candles so they stick out a bit more. So like every window has its uniqueness. For the new viewers, I can show you the pattern that we're looking for. We're just looking for a sweep to the downside and technically the upside. So we're getting the swing highs, swing lows, swing highs. You can guess what this is. Swing low. Price is continuously going up and down. Buyers and sellers are continuously fighting. Did crypto back in 2015, been out for some years. Now looking for a good strategy to get started. Dude, that's awesome. I'm so glad you hopped into the mentorship and you got in so early. Um, just keep asking questions. You're already killing it. That's so cool. And if you know anyone who wants to trade, just tell them to do a mechanical strategy and nothing else. Because everything else is just intuition and it's just bullshit. Excuse my language, but it's just bullshit. Just mechanical strategies all the way. Okay, so let me get back into it. Yeah. The lines, buyers and sellers, they're constantly fighting. Buyers are pulling the price up, sellers are pulling the price down. They're just fighting again and again and again. It never stops. Every single top is a swing high, swing high, swing high. Every bottom is a swing low, swing low. So when we look at these candles here, let's zoom into it too. There's so many swings because we're on the 5-second time frame. Yes, the sweep is available on any time frame at all, even on the 1 minute and 15 minute. I can show you an example right now. So I want to draw a pattern here. Let's see if you can spot it. The 5-second. Yeah, I trade the 5-second mostly. That's what you're looking at right now is the 5-second. So right here, you see price come up. You know how price is constantly coming up and down? Every pink candle, price pulls down. Every blue candle, price goes up. So it's going up and down, up and down. It's hard. It gets easier when you do it on the lower time frame. So we see right here, the swing high takes the previous swing high by crossing it. This is what you would call a break of structure, or if you can just call it a sweep, they're both the same thing. So like right here, the blue candles pulls the price up, the pink candles pull the price down. That's a swing high. And as you can see, the swing high gets crossed by this right here. Y'all can't even see, my face is covering it. Let's see. Let's do it again. Okay. Right here. Blue candles come up, pink come down, blue up, pink come down. That's a swing high. Price crosses that swing high, creating a new swing high. That's the same pattern right here. Price is coming up and down, up and down. So we're just looking for that same thing to happen over here. You get the swing high, the swing low, swing high. The swing low gets taken. So we have a new swing low. Price comes up, takes the swing high. That break of structure we just talked about. The break of structure, also known as a sweep. Same thing to the bottom side. The break of structure. I just call it a sweep. Then I create a zone from that. So let me draw the pattern again and see if you can spot it yourself. So where would be the swing high and swing low that's important? The last two. And we create a zone from that. That's all we do. So we can spot the sweep right here. You can spot the break of structure up here. And we just do this again and again and again. Let me see if I can do one to the downside. Let's see, like right here. Okay. So same pattern, the sweep, swing high, swing low, that break of structure. So we get that the two last swings, which are important. Swing high and the swing low. We make the zone. This is the downside, so I make it red. And then here's that sweep right there. That swing high, that swing low, that break of structure. This is all you're looking for. Why did you take the buy in the zone? It just tapped. I don't know what zone you're talking about specifically. This zone right here. I have a lot of requirements. I maintain an 85% win rate. I do this by being very, very, very selective. I've noticed that we're in a high time frame zone right now, as you can see on the 15-minute time frame on the top right. So I wanted to break this red zone with a full 1 minute candle to confirm that we are bullish. Then I would have taken this green zone right here. But since none of that happened and we rejected this red zone, confirming that we might continue bearish, also rejecting the middle of the 15-minute zone where this white dashed line is at, I don't want to take a risk on taking a counter trend trade. I have a high win rate because I take trades with the trend. And the more selective you are, the more you can add capital to your trades. So you can copy trade, and every trade can be around 13K. If you're only risking $200 per zone, copy trade to a bunch of accounts. You can multiply your income. It sounds crazy saying it out loud, but it's so easy. It's so simple. Just master the scale and take trades with the trend. And even any strategy, if you follow the trend, you'll increase your win rate. We're all just gambling if price is going to go up or down. Nothing special. And trading is so hard for most, mostly because they don't have a mechanical strategy. They're relying on intuition too much. And most of the time, people are really stuck on one strategy they're not profitable with. And they say they are, but they never reach payout, or they keep booming and busting. They're like, it's just my emotions. But it's mostly because they can't take a step back and they have a gambling addiction and they can't stick to a strategy that's solid or mechanical. It's just so common. It happens all the time. And if you just talk to anybody who trades, they'll tell you like, I'm blowing accounts, I'm blowing accounts. But like they never sat back and back tested a strategy, or the strategy just doesn't make sense, or they're telling you that they created it. It's just the same things again and again. So this is the pattern we're looking for, to the downside, to the upside. And then our next requirements would be a tap on the zone. And after the tap, we want to break up structure, just like how we did up here, or the sweep. Same thing here. Tap on the zone, break up structure. We're gambling 24/7. I fully believe trading is gambling. I don't care what anybody says. Let's just have a really, really, really lucky good guess, and we can do that by gambling with the trend. So let's say the trend is bullish and going up. If I'm going to gamble, I want my gamble to be towards the up direction because we're moving up. It would make no sense for me to gamble down if we're going up. Higher risk. Yeah. So a better terminology is saying counter trend is a lower probability because they can still deliver. And as you can see on the live streams, the plays mostly do deliver a lot of the times, but I skip a lot because I want a high win rate and I want to be super selective. So like this green zone right here, as you can see, how we filled 50% and we took profit still. I didn't take it because it didn't meet my requirements, and I'm not going to take a gamble on a low probability zone. I'm real big on being selective here, especially in December where price action is just like this, all this chop and buffoonery. You want to be even more selective. Like I see a zone right here. It's in a zone. I normally don't like taking these, but let me make this a different color if I can. Okay, I just leave it like that. There's a zone in here. I like it a lot, but I need us to close above this red zone so I can understand that we're bullish, so I can take a trade with the trend. If I try taking this now, we're just ranging. We're in this red zone. I don't know if we're going to be bearish or not. I cannot confirm that we're bullish, so why would I risk gambling on this trade? Let's get rid of this. Have paid, but it's kind of trend. Yes, correct. So you're going to see a lot of plays play out, and it can cause FOMO, but if you just do what I say in the mentorship and you just follow my lead, you won't have to worry about that. A lot of people are like, I'm just missing opportunities, but in the long term, you're just burning yourself because you're trying to take everything you can. We want to just take only high probability setups and trader terms only A plus 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 plays. In hindsight, it's such an easy concept to explain and talk about. Performing is completely different. But when you backtest enough and you have somebody who's like looking over your shoulder and looking at your backtest and telling you what you're doing wrong, you'll succeed really fast. Just as you would with anything. So yeah, I'm getting ready to take this play. I want it. I'm gonna mark it out. I really want a full 1 minute close over this zone. We mark that down on the graph, but how do we determine the percentage of? I'm not understanding what you're asking when you say when we did determine the percentage of like how much we're risking or long position. So all this yapping I've been doing is I'm preparing for us to go in any direction. So if we go up or down, I'm ready to take a trade if we're going up or down. I'm gonna put 8 contracts here. Hold on. 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. To mark the dotted line. Oh, that same pattern that I teach you that I'm so big on. There's a section in the course where I talk about how to do that correctly on the higher time frame. So like how to do it on the 15 minute. And since we're trading the 5-second, just so you can mark out higher time frame zones and how we react to those zones. So we're just looking for the same pattern on the 15-minute time frame and on the 1-minute time frame, and using those to gauge direction on the lower time frame. But you're already picking it up. So yeah, this dotted line is a 15-minute zone, and this is the middle of it. Let's see here. I did not like how we didn't get a full body 1-minute close. We wicked really hard. I'm liking this play less and less now. I'm not a fan. I kind of want another push up so we can show some strength. And if I do enter into this play, I really want a strong reaction. If we just fly into it, I'm going to rip my order off. Awesome. Thank you for asking. It helps me get an understanding of what I need to improve on. I also get better at communicating better. Okay, so we don't need this anymore. We can get rid of that. Can we move this up a bit? Nice. Okay, if I don't get a little purdy nice reaction to the zone, I'm taking it off. I have a lot of confluence to not take it. But I love how it was made. I love how we tapped and shot off after the tap. I like how we're breaking the red zone. I just want a nice reaction to the zone. If we come in with too much volume, I'm just going to rip it off, because we're just going to be in the way of it dumping. Come on, buddy. It's just bouncing on the 50%. Come on, buddy. If you are currently trading a prop firm, or when you do trade a prop firm, I highly recommend doing 10% of drawdown. If you are good at what you're doing, like you know what you're doing, 10% of drawdown is the safest way. If your emotions are stable, why is your camera black and white? Oh, if your emotion is stable, you can risk way more per trade. So you can just cut down your trades to like 3 or 4 trades, just with the amount of drawdown you have. So you can pass faster. So I got the reaction I wanted. I do like this so far. My camera is black and white because I had like a $10 cheapo webcam that I got like 2 years ago. And when I started doing this content stuff, uh, you couldn't see my face clearly. So I was thinking about getting a new one. And I have like a nice camera that I was gonna just connect the HDMI to, so you can like see the very nice camera on my face. Um, and like it's like there's like an HDMI plug, so I would just treat it as a webcam. But I kind of like the brand and the black and white. It's different than any other quote unquote guru. If you look at other education people, to get known or like to get out, they're either screaming their head off or they're providing an overwhelming amount of free value. So I was like, how do I stick out a bit more? So I just made myself black and white. It's more memorable. So if you see all my videos, I'm mostly black and white. Good morning, Money Glitch. I'm gonna take my order off on this play. I don't like it. Um, we're reacting too hard to it. We came in too fast. It's just too volatile. I don't want to gamble on this. There's just way too much uncertainty with this play. You see how we wicked so hard on the 1 minute candle? And I want us to close above and then come back down. But we did not do that. Yeah, I'm not liking this at all. Let me change this back. It's been respected though, and it more than likely might deliver. I'll leave it open though. Mm. If you're still watching, Noah, you can see that the play that I just passed on, it more than likely might deliver the 50% and like take profit. But I just don't like how everything's reacting, how things are right now, so I'm gonna skip on it. In terms like, would you bet the farm on this trade? If you had a farm, would you take the whole entire bet to take this trade and lose your farm? I wouldn't, so I'm gonna skip it. I'll wait for something better. And I limit to 3 trades or 2 losses on the session. Because I don't want to be spamming trades here or spamming losses. This is the pattern to the upside that we're looking for. Let me delete this. I like this. I like this. I'm starting to like the setup more and more just because how strong we're pulling away from it. I'm finding it more and more attractive again. I love it when we tap a zone. We get a deep tap and then we get a break of structure. I find it very, very attractive. It just screams to me that we're bullish. We have a higher time frame zone up here. I don't know if you can see it. It's right here. I'm expecting a reaction in this area. I'm starting to really like this play again because how much strength we left with it. So I'm going to put my order back on. And let's see if we even come back. And I still want that nice reaction to it. Let's see. How far are we away from the initial balance? Oh, we're pretty far. You can see this higher time frame zone. We've been respecting it. Let's see why we wouldn't respect it again. I see a zone. It's pretty nice. It's right here. Let's see if it reached standard deviation. It's a nice zone. I don't want to gamble on it. Let's see here. What can I do? A long. Unlike usual, I need a reaction before entering. Because I don't want to be in the way if we reject that higher time frame zone above. Just want to be ready for these plays. Okay. So the steam needs to take a break. We have a sweep moving up. I like this. I liked how we respected the zone before leaving the zone. Let me make it more tighter too, so it's more precise. Let's see. Okay. I'm liking it so far. If we reject with a lot of volume, I don't think I can take this trade. I kind of want to push a little bit into the zone, which looks like that's going to happen right now. This is a pattern that I'm seeing right here. The sweep happens on the bottom. Sweep happens on the bottom here. It's real small. Get that swing low, get the swing low, get the swing high, got the swing high. Then you create your zone. We want to tap with the break of structure. Tap right here, break of structure. This is what I wanted, a little bit of a push into the 15-minute zone. Now we're coming back down, and I'm ready for it. If we come down with way too much volume and way too much strength, which can happen, then I'll take my order off. And let me show you an example right here. The 15-minute, look at this candle, this blue candle. See how strong we came down? How much are you up on your XFAs? I'm leaving Top Step soon. I think I have like 6K of cushion in them. I want to go to Tradeify and Apex because I want to stick to pushing all the mentees to TradingView. So I'm just gonna pass this combine on the live streams, make a video out of it, and then just trade on my copier accounts on my live streams. Okay, this is exactly what I was just talking about. The strength, too much volume. We got a bit of a break. That's okay. I'm afraid that I might not be able to catch the entry here. I'm just ready to take it off. I just want a clean tap. Come on. So money glitch. I don't know if you ever heard of Tradeify. They give you instant funding. It's pretty badass. So you don't have to worry about doing the whole challenge. So if you just backtest the strategy enough and master it, and have somebody like over your shoulder to help you master it, and then just go do instant funding. I think Tradeify lets you get up to 7 accounts. I like this play a lot so far. Just wait this out. I'm getting indications that the 15-minute zone above is not going to hold. We've been respecting it as a magnet though, so just be patient because we might chop. Yeah, the only thing I hate about Top Step, mostly is just because I can't do bracket orders. So like when I'm copy trading all these accounts, I want a bracket order, and I'm trading the 5-second time frame. So it's a bit tough to like trying to catch that buy and sell. They have that risk thing on your settings, but it's so inconsistent for me. The big thing about Top Step, what TradingView doesn't have, which I love, is the whole journal and data of the journal. I used to use TradeZilla, but then I recently just switched to using Notion because like I don't. I'm at a point where I just don't really care about P&L. I just care about performance, which should always be like that anyways. So like I'm real big on like did I end the day with 1 win or 2 wins or whatever. So I'm just really trying to increase my size right now. Come on. Quite nervous to be honest with the setup because we're really rejecting the zone, and sometimes when we float above, we're getting ready to bust down. I just need a little purdy reaction like this, and then I'll be interested in taking it. There's obviously a zone above. I'm not gonna take it. Obviously, just use that as a magnet. It's the entrance to the higher time frame zone. Here's the swing high, the swing low, and this is a sweep. This is the first flip. It's not something I would ever recommend taking. As you can see, it even delivered. But these are lower probability, so I'll never take a first flip. I rarely ever take first flips. Like it has to like really meet my criteria. Okay, I'm liking this more. I kind of just want a little bit push to the upside. So when we come down, we're not flying down. If I can show you something, if you're still here, Peter, um, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So, do you guys remember me from the beginning of the live stream? I talked about how this was a higher zone right here that was on top of this 15-minute zone. Um, as you can see, I never take zones on top of zones because the zone on top is a magnet. This is such a great example. So let me show you the top 15-minute zone and then the bottom one. You can see that we just slice through, and now we're respecting the top one because this is the magnet to this one. If you look to on the mentorship chat on Adrian's journal, you can see I explain the same thing to him with pictures. Like something very similar. Because like he did it with a trade he took, and he took a loss on it, but you can see the higher time frame in this picture. So like I drew it out for him and did a drawing to explain it. I'm like, I hate seeing stuff like this when we're like hovering over a zone. So I'm real scared about the zone below, especially it being so small. I just really wanted us to chop back into it and take off. I might rip my order off. Just getting too far now. Let's see. Come on. No, I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. There's something, but might just be pointless to keep up. Hmm. Yeah, I don't see nothing at all. There's this. But I don't think this reached standard deviation at all. Yeah. We're still struggling to close above. Let's change this back to here. I just want to take something. I want to gamble. I want to gamble. How far is too far for you to take the limit off? It really, really depends. I'm like, I'll say that and then I'll put my order back on. It just really depends how price is reacting near the zone. So like, if I'm like this example right here, I will say no, 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 no. But after seeing the zone, I'm kind of interested. I just want to see how we react to here. And then if like maybe we get a tap, then a pullback, then I'll be interested. If we just slice through, don't take no breaks through here, I'm ripping my order off immediately. I'm kind of just being ready for the situation to happen. And when we get closer, I'll make a decision. I only have this much confidence though, solely because I've been sitting behind these screens watching NQ specifically every single day since last year October. I missed a total of like 2 weeks most. So I can and I trade the same times every single time. And when I backtest the exact same times, and I'm only looking for one setup. And I just do this overs and overs and overs again. Before I used to trade the 15 second because originally when I did the 5 second, I couldn't handle my emotions at the time, and I was taking so many low probability setups. So I went to the 15 second to gauge my emotions to slow down, and then I went back to the 5 second. So then now I teach the 5 second, and I'm real big on back testing. So then like I can go over your trades with you and all that, all other stuff. So like yeah, this trade below, if we didn't have this zone right here, I would have just taken it off because we got way too far away and it's too little. This zone below, I I just don't know still. I like it still because we've been so bullish. But if we come down here and then like do this buffoonery before entering, then I just won't be interested because I'm just afraid it's gonna dump. What I'm doing too is I'm just actively looking for zones. I don't say every zone that I see, but I'm just constantly looking, and then I'm trying to find a reason not to take it. And then if I have confluences to take it, I'll put my order on and I'll wait. And then I'll see how we react getting closer or react to the zone. Then I'll decide to take it. Mm. But I mostly pass on a lot of setups most of the time. So like on these lives, you'll see me win a lot. And when I do lose, I'm more excited. Like, yes, we finally had a loss on the live stream. Because winning all the time isn't real. And you don't deserve the green days if you can't handle your red days also. There's also a zone here. There's no need for me to mention it. I wouldn't really like this unless we come up to here. And we need to fill this area for me to be interested in that play. I doubt we're going to come up here, but we'll see. We're in a 15-minute zone right now, but the zone has been mitigated. Let me see. Yeah, the zone basically already got mitigated. So I can't expect this to hold. But if we do hold, I'll be ready for it. So to take the play below, I need a reaction to this green area. Then I'll be interested in this play. If we don't get a reaction to the green area, I'm not taking this play. I would only like this if we came and filled this area up here, which mitigates the zone, the higher time frame zone. It's pretty nice to have this many people on here and this early. Normally everybody doesn't show up till like really late. That means we're up and we're hustling. I bought and sold cars for a while, so being on a computer is so insanely different than having your hands dirty in the heat 24/7. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate. I also truly believe too that mental capital will always be harder than physical capital, but I love mental capital over everything. What stock are you trading? I'm trading a future, and the future is NASDAQ. And the smaller version of the NASDAQ is called MNQ. I specifically trade MNQ so I can risk X amount per trade. With NQ, it's pretty difficult to trade X amount per trade. It's very inconsistent. But with MNQ, I have access to smaller contracts. So every single point on this future is $20 on the NASDAQ. On MNQ, it's $2. So it's easier for me to adjust size accordingly to risk 10% of drawdown on a prop firm account. There's a million futures. There's like ES, the Dow. There's so many. Like the S&P 500 is ES. Just stick to NQ, MNQ. It does the job. There's RTY. There's so many. There's just no need to be looking at them. Just stick to NQ, and the volatility is enough. There's enough liquid in the 5-second time frame. Because if you look at other futures and you go to the 5-second time frame, it looks like super, super, super choppy. Andy, what's up, dude? If you have any questions, please ask. All we're doing is sitting around and looking for this pattern. I maintain an 85% win rate because I'm super duper duper selective. So you'll see me pass on a lot of setups. But when I do find that one setup, I'm all in for it. I risk 10% of drawdown on a Top Step X combine right now. So we can see this pattern that we're looking for right here. The swing high, swing high, swing low, swing low. Swing high, swing low. The sweep happens right here. The sweep happens right here. Price comes up, breaks that structure to the upside. Price comes up, breaks that structure to the upside. Then price comes down and taps the zone. So we have our zone here. Price comes down, taps the zone. Then we need to break structure, going back up. We break structure, going back up. And we're ready to enter. Then we put our order at 50%. NQ. Yes, NASDAQ is NQ. MNQ is a small MNQ is a smaller version. So MNQ. MNQ, every single point, so every time we go up or down, is $2. NQ is $20. Yeah, MNQ, correct. Let me see where 40% is of this bigger zone so I can, yeah. Okay, so I know where to get to. Hold on. Okay, and let me change this back to, so I would not be interested in this unless we touch this red line. Which I feel like we are. I like the momentum that we have right now. And I'll be ready for the play too. Long. Okay. No, come back up. No. Go, go, go. Trending too. If you blow the candles go up. It only works sometimes. There's traders too who like just look for like patterns. They call it like a bull flag, or I don't really know what they are. And they just like make a trend line on the candles and they place bets just to follow the trend. Or like if they break out the trend. It's pretty cool. But it's not as mechanical as I would like it. Mm-mm. Look, I'll watermark this. Why not? See on. An NT. Come on, buddy. Please come up. I really want to take a trade already. No. This zone more than likely will deliver because we've been so bullish. It has our requirements. We haven't fully rejected 50%. We even have a resistant line also. There's a lot of confluences that this is going to work. Let me take this down. It's too far. If we even look at the 1 minute, we just look so strong. Come on, buddy. I think it's going to get to where I wanted to get to. As soon as I speak up, we reject. That's funny. Andy, if you have any questions too, please ask. I can go over anything with you, even if you don't understand what the candles mean or what they're doing. Because we can always just look for the line chart, and we're just looking for this pattern. Makers are watching. That's hilarious. I haven't heard that in a while. You'll notice too with the strategy, a lot of times, if you don't take a trade with the trend, it'll deliver, or because like your stop would be right here, and your take profit would be right here, so it would come, hit take profit, and then go the direction you want it to go. That's a market maker joke. Always hunting our stops. So the whole reason why I want us to touch this red line above, we are in a 15-minute zone. I want us to mitigate the zone before I take a bullish trade, because if we do not mitigate it, then that means I'll be taking a counter trend trade. And I want to trade with the trend. And you can see the 15-minute zone is up here. We're gonna, if we touch the red, that's when this zone becomes invalid. So I'll be ready to take this play. Also though, if we do break this, we might never come back and just take off. Do you have the same criteria as Dave teaches when it comes to valid pullback? No, mine's very different. So like, and even I don't fully understand Dave's concept. Mostly because just the way he teaches, he's just yelling and screaming. All I'm looking for is a sweep, and after that sweep, I create the zone. That's all I'm looking for. So I'm constantly looking for sweeps, and I make this zone higher probability by having more requirements on that zone, and then I make it even higher probability by always determining direction. So using the same pattern that I use. So like I'm using the 15-minute. I'm looking for that same pattern that we always talk about. So here's a sweep right here. So that swing high and that swing low, price comes out, taps the zone, whatever. So then look how we're reacting to that 15-minute zone. We came to the middle, we're already reacting it, we're coming down. See how we're coming down. So the sweep play that I was interested in, I'm not so interested until we mitigate the 15-minute zone. And mitigating means that the zone is no longer tradable. Uh, so that means we would continue to go up. But since we haven't mitigated it, we're filling the 50% of this higher time frame zone, and I'm expecting us to come down. And I don't want to be in the way of that. So this is why I'm just so selective. But normally, like throughout the year, when we're not through this December, January buffoonery, we get a lot of wins. Like a lot of wins. We have like month winning streaks, but I'm pretty sure you know that if you've seen Dave's concept. This is just a lot more niche. Um, and I hold an 85% win rate over my copier accounts, which is crazy. Like that is so crazy. But as you can see, it's because what I'm doing. I'm just so selective. And this isn't difficult at all. And if I do make it seem difficult, um, just ask me questions and I'll make it simpler. So all we're doing is looking for the same pattern on all time frames. That's it. I have like some fibs that I teach in the mentorship course and like some more requirements that I add, but it's nothing complicated at all. Everything is just common sense and repetition will get you there. So I really want us to come up and mitigate the zone, and then so I can put my order on the zone below. Because I really want to take a trade already. I hate just watching paint dry. If we had a disgusting amount of volume to the downside from here, I would have been super interested in this play. Let me make it bright red. So if we came down with a lot, or we tapped in lots of volume, I would love it. And I know how I said earlier, I don't like taking first flips, but since it's an area where we reject and we leave with a lot of volume, that's just leaving orders in that area for me to take. So I would take it. But since obviously we didn't, we're just chopping back up. So yeah, we mitigated the zone. I'm now going to put risk on the table for this play. 10, 11. And we're trading the combine live, so we're going to risk 10% of drawdown per trade. Let's go. Also, too, I average on the low end about 9 wins total at the end of the week. That's including losses and everything. And that alone is like already so profitable. Because before I was taking like, before I did all this, I was taking like, not even kidding, like 40 trades. And that's just like so much. I can't imagine anyone taking more than 3 or 4. You're just like, you constantly hinder your probability of winning the more trades you take. I really hope we come down now. I want to get filled. I can double check too to see if we got mitigated. I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, we did. Yippee. Okay. Now we just cross our fingers and hope that we come back down and that we don't shoot up. But normally we don't come back down after we mitigate a zone. But we're in a high time frame zone, so we might just chop a bit. This is a good example. Like we just chop a bit before we leave. Sorry, let me get rid of this red. There's 3 candles here. There's also a great example on the bottom, I think. Yeah, see how we chop before we leave? It happens so often. Come on, come on. Oh. Let me make this my main. Let me stretch this out. Sorry. Okay. Let's fix this. I honestly love plays when they're breaking a resistance zone and then we confirm bullish and then we make a play from that flip. I love these, love these, love these. Because these mostly always deliver. Mostly, not all the time, because we're playing a game of probabilities. You don't want expectations. I'm gonna go grab a water real quick. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get filled right now, so I'll be fast. Doing a whole lot of nothing. Water break. Anyone else write that down? Drink some water, stay hydrated. Eat fruit in the morning if you already haven't. Stop trying to starve yourself. Get some sun. Make sure you feel good before you get behind the screens. Hmm. I really hope we come back because we're leaving with a lot of strength. Also, no trade is better than taking trades because we're protecting our capital. 11. Okay. No coffee. I can't drink coffee. As you can tell, I have ADHD, so when I get caffeine, dude, zero sugar monster plus water. Holy menace. That's funny. Yeah, and I have ADHD, so if I have caffeine, I'm like I'm like dizzy and I just feel like so sluggish. It makes me so tired. And I don't really have an answer why. I drink an energy drink too a few times and either I'm really sluggish or like I'm like super cracked out, but I can't move. I'm like shaking and like while sitting still. And like I can't have clear thoughts. I just don't understand what's going on. But I think it's just caffeine. But I also have like severe ADHD. Like I shouldn't be trading. Like I like lack of patience. Like it's all the bad stuff you can think about. So it took me 6 years of like self work and really understanding like how I can handle myself and handle trading at the same time. Dude, I'm not gonna do nicotine pouches. That's crazy. Uh, I want to stay away from the instant gratification or like dopamine hits or like just to feel better. Good idea though. Thank you. Thank you. Don't want to shut you down. Mm. But I think like after 25, your frontal lobe gets developed, and since then I feel like I've woken up. Mm. But you can also say that trading helps you wake up because if you're not self-loving yourself, you're not going to succeed in trading. And like if you don't build your foundation correctly, a lot of people, and I'm pretty sure there's some in the chat right now too. Who's the first one? Carmen Rosado got me into trading, but just like every other trader, Carmen Rosado investor trade, shrooms. A lot of people they like get a half-ass strategy and they just start trading prop firms and they just keep blowing these accounts. They just start gambling. Dude, I took shrooms. Um, I want to say like 2 3 years ago, and they're a penis envy. They're way too strong for me. And before that, I had a bad time in my life where I was addicted to acid, and then so I took a break and it stopped. Like, using pouches when I play poker. It's not the same as in low doses. Yeah, and then I took shrooms one time and like, dude, I like because of acid, I never saw anything that wasn't there, and then shrooms, I was seeing things that weren't there, and like it was just too much for me. It was crazy. Uh, dude, yeah, that's hilarious. I'm a lot. I'm literally like drug clean now. Like I'm a completely different person. Um, I'm real big on self love and like really being in check with your emotions. But obviously because I'm trading, Personally, like using pouches when I play poker. It does have some benefits in low doses. Yeah, I can imagine, especially more focused. Uh, I just can't do substance abuse. Do you smoke? Yeah, I used to. I smoke. I was addicted for like 2 years, and like it was a period too. Also, when I was trying to trade, and the THC was holding me back. But THC helps me a lot. It helps me a lot. Uh, I went to the doctor and stuff, and I was telling him I don't want to be on medication, and THC basically just another form of medication. Uh, this dude was funny. Yeah, dude, I was so addicted for like 2 years, and it was really, 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 really hard to get off. Certified stoner. That's so funny. I threw my bong away and everything. Like I just had to take a step back. It's really real growth, dude. Yes, for real. Now I want to get another Hot Boy car, but I really want to get another house right now. So I'm just waiting. Cause right now I live like not in the best neighborhood. But I own my house. So there's and everyone on my street is old people, but Section 8 is not too far away from me. So like I'm not in the best area. So well, I want a Hot Boy car, but I didn't want to wait. I'm just gonna get a house first, and then I really want to get an R8. So I'm just taking my time and being patient, building a community right now. Do what I gotta do, and then I can worry about the fun later. I watch a lot of Alex Ramosi. I don't know if you know who that is. He's real big on like business and growth. And I got the idea from him with like building community. So I was like, let me just do this on my own first. Let's see how far I can get, and then I'll get a team to come help me grow all this. And then I can go after I get the team to grow, the Discord and the mentorship and all that stuff. I'll have my community set, and then, dude, yes, I love Hermosi. Like everything I've done, even the clickbait titles that you see, like it's all from him. I watch him like while walking to, like I have listened to his podcast. So a lot of good insight. He just gives so much free value, dude. Yes, everything he says you can apply to trading also. Cause like I'm only making income from trading, so I was like, how can I increase this? Like, what else do I do? And then I was looking at other traders, and they're selling these like mentorships and courses, but they're such ass. I'm like, you're constantly confused. And I've taken a more than a handful of courses, and I had mentors, and I just never really knew what to do. I felt like I had more questions after I finished, and then like no one ever gave me a clear answer when I asked them something too. It was so bad. I am brand investors later in the future. What I really want to do right now, so like I have a team that I want to work with, and they're trying to onboard me to grow everything. But I really want to get my hands dirty and just do everything by myself first, so I fully understand. So when I do hire somebody, I know what they're doing. I know what works, what doesn't. I've been digging into my analytics also, and one thing I can do to grow is reach out to people who have a following already, and then like engage in their post, engage with their followers, just so I can get more recognition and more eyes. And it's working right now. And then when I'm ready to do it, I'm gonna work with the team. There's this team that I'm working with, or I'm thinking about working with. I want to work with them. They all they do is grow trading discords. Like they do nothing else. Like that's all they do. So like they've honed down everything. They even gave me the idea of like the short form stuff. But I really want to do everything by myself right now, and then I'll work with him. And but Alex Hormozy is even a person who says, like you build your foundation, then you use your team. See, I don't know if you ever heard him talk about the pie, the slice of pie. Dude, the trading community on so what you're saying basically it's a lot of degenerate people with instant gratification and no control over their desires are all yapping and crying on Twitter. Uh, you notice too, like even if you go through their accounts, it's just a lot of like low IQ people who are always arguing and bickering on Twitter trading. So I just focused on Instagram as my main, and then I post the same shorts on all platforms, so like Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. But I focus mainly on Instagram because the environment and trading in Twitter is so bad. I found like some good people, but everyone is just talking about P&L more than scale, and I hate that. Just shorts Insta Reel also, then do some settings. Yeah, so Kali, what I'm doing actually, what the plan is, This is what I got from that team that grows trading discords. As you notice, like all my videos are via sales. They're just video sales letters to the community, but there's still a lot of great value out of it. And obviously my live streams that I'm doing. So that I'm providing all this great value. I'm getting the lead in. Um, but what makes this so much easier is like I love teaching and I love doing this. So as soon as I get the lead in, like I'm doing so much for them that I can get a good testimonial, and then I can use those testimonials to grow even more. So all my short forms, it's just gonna be a hook, value, and then call to action. So like all my forms gonna be like, hey, comment whatever for a PDF. I get email, and then the email I'm nurturing the lead, so telling them like what I have to offer, blah blah blah, and then when they join, I can get a good testimonial from them. But right now, if you notice, yeah, lead magnet, yeah, I made my mentorship like dirt cheap and lifetime access. I'm trying to build a community, so like everybody who's in there in the beginning, before I do pop off, everyone that's been in there is my support. Like I've already made them all profitable. They're all making a lot of money. Like of course I'm gonna get a great testimonial. They're gonna be posting their certifications of passing prop firms on the Discord. Like it's only beneficial. But yeah, I honestly hate doing the YouTube and I enjoy the live streams. The live streams are fun. I enjoy the mentorship. Mentorship is fun, but doing the short form videos and doing the YouTube videos, I hate doing. I just have to suck it up, and they feel corny too. But like, I just have to do what I got to do. But if you have YouTube ideas, please throw them at me so I can make something. I do enjoy providing value. I just hate the whole hook and sales and whatnot. I think what I'm gonna do is just like stop trying to sell so hard and just provide value and then just nurture the leads. But I know for a fact if anybody gets into the mentorship, they're gonna be profitable. Like I'm already getting results from my mentees. Like I know what I'm doing, and I know that I'm proving a profitable strategy. If y'all want analysis on what I'm seeing right now, we have been so bullish on days where we are trending so hard. The strategy is the weakest because we're looking to catch that pullback. As you can see here, we have no solid sweep. We have no solid plays. I can see a zone that's a magnet right here, but it's not anything I'd be interested in trading. It's more than likely just a break before we go back up again. Dude, Andy, yes. Honestly, too, like if you wanted to not take the mentorship, you can learn a lot from my YouTube, but you're participating with incomplete information, and the mentorship, I like really make sure you understand. I have one gentleman who's been with me since the beginning before I even made the course. And so as I made the course, he hopped on it, and I love how fast he's already growing. His name is Peter, and if you do join the mentorship chat, you'll see he's doing so good already. But let me show you, because I asked him to submit his back test so I can see his trades. Oh, I don't want to show. Let me see. Let me screenshot it. I don't want y'all to see his full name. So let me see here. Hold on. Let me just cover it for you. Okay. There. Now you can see it. So like he's submitting his back test. I tell him to let me see all the time frames, that I can nitpick what he's doing, and I draw like these zones on his charts and stuff. So like he's getting it so fast. And when I saw his first backtest he submitted, like he didn't fully understand what he was doing, which I love seeing because like he's ready to learn. So let me show you. He was making zones not on the correct swing. So like he just wasn't doing it correctly. And then now he is like, and like literally like just in a few days, he's already flipped 100%. Like it's crazy. It's so awesome. I love seeing that. Like it makes me want to do more for him. So like when if he asks me something, like I'm just ready to like help him. And as you can see, trading is not hard. I made it so easy by mechanicalizing everything. And even if you don't go with me, stop what you're doing trading, just go find a mentor and find somebody who trades one model and nothing else. There's just some teachers out there, like I don't want to dog on him, but Dave FX, he's just screaming the whole time. If you go to like watch ICT is just so much information, like with no clear direction. ICT also has a lot of good speeches about like psychology, but that's not needed if you're focusing on a certain model or one model that's not complicated. I don't know if you heard the joke too, like ICT, I can't trade. I'm real big on mechanical strategy, and there's a bunch out there, uh, but the one I have is just so simple. You don't have to look at anything else. Dude, Genesis is good, but you're kind of alone on learning. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Diogenes is he was just too strict in his Discord. It kind of felt like I was in a cult or something, and he's offering like way too many setups. Better than a mentor can coach. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is. For not being exposed for not being profitable. Yeah. Also, too, if you see, I don't want to dog on another mentor. If you see how Diogenes talks to his people in his group, and like just how he displays information, and even his backtest videos, it doesn't fully look like he fully understands what he's doing. It seems like he just found a good ideas and he's just pumping content. But to each his own. You can clearly tell by what information that you're given if a trader is profitable. And you can tell someone is unprofitable by the questions they ask. And it just comes to like two things. Like either you are so big on mastering the skill or you're not big on mastering the skill. And if you're not big on mastering the skill, you're not a profitable trader. In the in hindsight of things, everything is common sense. But when you're talking blah blah, you just see the same patterns from the same people. I do. Don't get me wrong, dude. I do like Diogenes's content and videos, but it's just a lot of information. You don't really have anything solidified. It's him, but so any Kali, yeah. Dave FX made a video recently, a live stream, where he talks about using the EMA to be profitable. Oh, and also Dave FX's strategy is, I mean, Diogenes's strategy is Dave FX. It's not from Diogenes. It's from Dave FX. He just did exactly what I did by niching down um, the model, like just sticking to one model. But he obviously niched down like 5 or 6 models. I think he has more too that he keeps pumping out. I'm also real big on just having your one A plus 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 setup, and these other gurus have like 3 or 4 of that A plus or A plus plus or C plus, whatever. I think it's so unnecessary. Just stick to one model and that's it. Kali, if you're not profitable currently and if you're still booming and busting, it's more than likely because of size or limited trades. A cheat sheet that I can give you is doing 2 trades on the session. I mean, 3 trades on the session or 2 losses. Okay, we're gonna hop off here at 11. The only zone I like is here. I like this zone a lot, but I need a proper tap. If we look really close here, the pattern's still played out. Let me show you exactly. So what we're looking for is a sweep, swing high, swing low, swing low, swing high. We got our zone, the tap in the zone. You can see the pattern happen exactly. Swing low, swing high. We swept, and then look, we tapped. And we tapped before exiting, so that makes the zone lower probability for me. But I still like it, so I would want a more clear tap and the break of structure to happen after the clear tap. The biggest credibility I have is you live stream every day, which is a major W. The biggest credibility I have is I live stream every day and I'm still maintaining the 85% win rate on my live streams. I think that is such a flex. I think it's even more of a flex that I'm trading the 5-second time frame, which, and to everybody else that seems so crazy, but it's such a flex because I made it so easy. Like if I can teach somebody to trade the 5-second like within a week, like that speaks volumes of what I'm doing. I love it. It feels so good. It makes me feel cocky sometimes. Like I've really mechanicalized all this. This took me, the working on all this content and stuff took me like 3-4 months of like research and understanding. And then it took me, I've only been doing this for 3 or 4 weeks. So like all that preparation to take action. So I really love that Like I'm getting somewhere now, and I'm actually teaching people, and I made everything so easy. I'm performing well on the live streams. Mm. But I still did a lot of research before doing this, and I was like, so how am I going to execute content and the mentorship and everything? Before too, like I had this like giant plan of things I wanted to do, and I scrapped mostly all of it. I was like, what works, what doesn't work, what do I need to do right now? So I just need more like video ideas because all I'm doing right now is hook and then backtest video. And if it's not a backtest video, it's just it's education on sweeps or break of structure or the pattern. I sell the full market direction, everything else in the course. So like I don't know if I want to provide that for free on YouTube. Especially since the course is so dirt cheap on the mentorship. So my only way that I'll take this play up here, this green zone, is if we tap and we break the structure. Then I'll be interested in it. I doubt all that's going to happen before 1 o'clock. Let me take this order off just in case. Okay. As you can see, this 15-minute zone did not hold. It was already mitigated right here. But I'd like to be very lenient with my higher time frame zones. So I expected us to react, but we just took a break before busting to the upside. Do we have anything else? Oh, geez. Yikes. This was a FOMC right here, I think. Yeah, this is FOMC. To y'all that are not familiar with news, the market is always manipulated. And when we get news, we get these crazy dumps. So this is not surprising right here. It seems like in the afternoon that we're just going to keep making our way up. Yeah, okay. Let's go back to let's fix this. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, look. Nah. Are you invested in crypto? No, I don't touch crypto at all. And I'm real big on not gambling and taking high probability setups. So like crypto is just like full gambling. Like don't fully understand what I'm doing. This strategy works on Bitcoin if you wanted to apply it. But yeah, I don't touch any crypto at all. I put like $100 in before the Doge hype. They made a little bit of money, but like that was basically it. It was nothing special. And I only got into Doge before the hype because I had trader friends who told me to. So I was like, fine. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of crypto, especially now with all these rug pulls. And if y'all are unfamiliar with the rug pull is, um, this is the stock price like this. The stock price. Somebody buys a bunch of shares, and then they tell everybody else to buy, so price goes up. That person who bought all those shares takes all their money because price went up, so price dumps because they took all those shares out of the bank, like up here. So they made like a crazy return, like a 6,000% return on their money. And so price drops, so everybody who bought lost their money. That's what the movie Wolf of Wall Street is about. They're just doing constant rug pulls. Mm-hmm. Well, they just pump, 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 and then they take all their money. But I don't think there's like any legalities right now, like no regulations to all that. So like I'm pretty sure you can. There's still gonna be rug pulls going on until something happens. I've noticed we've just been swimming in this 1 minute zone. I'll show you where it's at right now. Make it red. It's getting nothing. Oh, hold on. There he goes. So as you can see, normally these zones that I mark out most of the time have sweeps. And the ones that do have sweeps hold pretty strong. This doesn't meet my requirements at all, so I'm not interested. I also have like these other indications when I do enter. But I go over all that in the mentorship stuff. It's not valid. Yeah, it's not valid for me at all. Let me show you what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this exactly. Swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high. So I see us break. I make that zone. There's our zone. Here's our sweep right here. I tap on the zone. This is what I want. So we look here. The sweep happens, the swing high, the swing low. And then look, we had a body close just right under the zone. So that already invalidated it. We got too close to TP. And when we exited, we never had a clear tap. The tap right here also is in the zone. I need it to come out. So prices to come out, tap. To make the zone qualified for me, I would still need price to come back, tap, and still break structure. A cool idea for videos, try doing a giveaway. Series trying to make them profitable for a pass into the mission. But if I'm making somebody profitable, doesn't that mean that they would be in the mentorship already? I'm a bit confused, Noah. Like novice people, like people who know nothing. I wanted before what I was gonna do. I was like the free Discord. If people were most active in the free Discord, I was gonna give away like proper challenges and mentorships and like free stuff. But then I really decided that I wanted the Discord to be more catered to the mentees, than like just everybody. So I moved all those like the backtest room and the backtest lounge stuff and the accountability partner stuff onto the mentorship. So like I'm not managing a bunch, and the mentorship has so much value, so it's like adding more value to it specifically. I don't know, like I kind of just want to do a free activity for the people who just started, but like I just don't know, like what I would do exactly. Also, too, a lot of people who traded before, they all say the same thing. When you're trying to teach somebody how to trade, if you do it for free, they don't take it as serious as somebody who pays for it. Okay, so we just passed 11 o'clock. I will be back at 12:30 Central Time. I'm going to take my break. I don't trade from 11 to 12:30 Central Time because volatility is not predictable. It's unstable. It's either that we're really slow or we're getting influxes of moves, so I skip it. I trade from 12:30 to 1:30 because volatility becomes stable again. I stop at 1:30 because volatility increases again. And if we have news, which we normally have FOMC around 1 o'clock to 1:30, if we have news around that time, I don't trade red folder news 30 minutes before or after because volatility is unstable. And my strategy works best with stable volatility. All right, I'm going to hop off now. If you have any questions, leave it in the chat. I'll get back to you. Message me on Instagram, message me on the Discord. I'm really in this right now. This is my 100% focus. Is this mentorship and this community. So please ask. I'm here to help y'all. Okay, I'm hopping off. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for getting educated. Thank y'all for learning. And thank y'all so much for asking questions and being engaged. Okay, I'll see y'all at 12:30. Adios.